one of our existing customers happens to be a very dear friend of mine. He's an engineer, and I joke, we all have the same challenges, and there's a term called broke at a different level. So you could have a $2,500 a month income, a $5,000 a month income, but if you're spending as much as you're earning, it's just broke at a different level. Now this individual, and I won't use his name, the household income is just about $15,000 a month. But the household debts and expenses is just about $15,000 a month. So as an engineer, as an extremely intelligent individual, he looked at this and he said, John, he goes, show me how this is going to work for me. So I said, what I tell everybody, try it out. It's risk-free. 30 days, try it out. If it does not make sense to you, we'll give you your money back. But for heaven's sake, try it out. You're a very brilliant man, but you got yourself into this boat because you weren't taught any more than I was the financial secrets. So here's a brilliant, very highly educated, very successful individual. Again, 15 grand in, 15 grand out, but his discretionary income is less than $100. And he actually put the information in, broke it all down, did the financial analysis on the software, and I know you've spoken with him. His discretionary income was what, like $81?
$81.
$81. Now think about this. 15 grand in income, virtually 15 grand in debts and expenses. So that qualifies as somebody that says, I don't have any money. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I'm just getting by. How in the world are you ever going to get out from underneath? And his debt is significant. This is not somebody with a small amount of debt, a significant amount of debt. But when he did the financial profile and he did the analysis, he not only called me, but he said, can I please talk to Angelo? So I introduced the two of you and you spoke with him.
I did.
Is the software going to work for him?
See, here's the most interesting thing. You mentioned his background.
Yeah.
He's a software engineer.
Yeah.
So when he
Brilliant
heard about
guy.
this product, he put it to the test. He started running scenarios. He did his financial profile, went through, and when he completed his financial profile, which by the way only takes a couple of minutes to do, and he got the results back, and he saw how much money he could save, the first thing he said is, no way.
Can't be right.
It can't be right. I only have $81 in discretionary income.
Right.
There is no way that this platform is going to save me tens of thousands of dollars. And when I say tens of thousands of dollars, I'll be honest, it was significantly more than tens of thousands of dollars.
Right.
But the most important thing is he put the software platform to the test.
Right.
He reviewed it. He looked at it. He double-checked, triple-checked the mathematical calculations, etc. And then he realized that in the beginning, he wasn't going to see a lot of savings during that first year, that second year, because money was so tight at the time. But he was going to see progress.
But
then, as he saw the little bit of progress, the little bit of growth, all of a sudden, it started growing, it started growing, it started growing. Then it turned into a significant amount of savings. Plus, it allowed him to reallocate that discretionary income. Once each debt was being paid off systematically, he was able to reallocate and started realizing that he could build a sizable nest egg for his retirement.
Let me put that into layman's terms. We all know what happens to a snowball rolling downhill. You pack a snowball at the top of the hill, you push it down, what do you have at the bottom? A gigantic snow mass. The problem is it always seems to be going against us. You get a little bit of debt, it turns into more debt, more debt, more debt. All of a sudden, you're overwhelmed and you can't see a way out. This software platform actually gives you a snowball going in the right direction. So as you said, it may not be significant right away, but the bottom line is with something as little as $50, $60, $70, $80 in discretionary income every month, and I want to be clear about this because I hear it from people all the time, I don't have any money. This is the challenge. If somebody finds themselves in that mental state of I'm in over my head, who cares? When they have $50, $60, $70, $80, $100 extra, they actually don't seem to care. You know, and I tested this. I said to somebody, if you were in debt $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 and I offered to give you $50 a month, what would you do? Their answer was, wouldn't help. Wouldn't help. Who cares? And that's why what people do with that discretionary income is waste it.
That's right.
Go to the bar, go do stupid stuff with it. They don't respect that money because they don't know what to do with it. But this software says, hey, you're broke, we get it. You're struggling, we get it. But for the first time, don't be stupid with that money. I know you're not supposed to say that, but I'm from New Jersey. Let the money work for you for once. Instead of doing something that we'll say is less than intelligent, the software will take that little bit of money and say, put it here. And next month it's going to say, put it here. And all of a sudden, after a couple of months, you're significantly reducing that first debt. And then let's just say that you were putting $110 per month into that payment, but it's gone. Now your $50 or $60 in discretionary income gets that $110 payment that was going to credit card number 7 as a piece of discretionary income that makes the snowball a little bit bigger. So instead of having just $50 or $60 a month, all of a sudden it's $50 or $60 plus that debt that's now gone. Is that a fair way in layman's terms to say that snowball will grow and now the 110 plus the 50 or 60 goes out there and attacks the next most important debt? And as it works, like I said, the snowball goes downhill in your favor so that as time goes on, you're accelerating the debt elimination, which gets us to your favorite part. Once you're out of debt, that's just part of the game. The other half is, what do I do now? Well, you start becoming smarter with your money and create, through the wealth acceleration part of this software program, a retirement plan. Is that a fair way in layman's terms, using the snowball, that for once it'll work for you and help you create a retirement plan?
John, at the very beginning of this interview, one of the first things I said is math is math.
That's it.
See, it does not matter whether or not you think it might work, you hope it might work, or you're not sure it's going to work. Math is math.
Right.
The analogy that you just used is a perfect analogy. I can tell you with absolute security that you can have the peace of mind knowing that in so long as you have some discretionary income at the end of the month, again, whether it's $50, $75, or as in the case of the gentleman we just mentioned, $81 in monthly discretionary income, if you apply the principles that are taught in the software platform, if you follow the plan exactly as it is outlined,
follow the blueprint,
you will realize the savings that you're looking for.
Perfect. Okay, so again, keeping it in simple terms, I know that you know how to use a GPS. So if you've ever punched in on your phone or in your car, whatever, a location, and you let GPS get you there, even though you've never been there before, this financial software platform will be your financial GPS to get you where you're not even sure you can get to, which is living a debt-free lifestyle, regardless of where you're starting right now.